In the previous episode, the Protoss Hierarch Artanis decided to join forces with the Terran of Jim Raynor and Prince Valerian, and we did so in order to push back the Mobius Core and to successfully retrieve the Xel'Naga Keystone from Zerathul's prophecies. And of course that means today we are gonna continue onwards with our Legacy of the Void campaign.
Rohana.
Oh.
Preserver. Rohana.
Rohana, it's me! With the orifice.
Artanis. Amon. I see your doubt, your fear. You were so alone, mewling in the darkness. Let me release you, all of you, from the suffering of this life.
Yeah, sever those nerve cords.
The infinite cycle of strife and anguish is at an end. Your words are little more than poison, Amon. Your actions bring nothing but death. They bring purpose, an end to a cycle none within had chosen. Your resistance will only bring unneeded suffering.
I guess she's fighting it. It's what you get, Rohana.
It has passed, Hierarch.
For making fun of my orifice.
Is gone.
Do you see now why
I can't forgive that.
Separate from the Kala? Its light has faded.
I will keep him at bay. I will endure. I have felt his rage, seen his truth.
If you will not sever your connection to the Kala, then you will be contained, kept in stasis.
I will preserve the Kala however I must. If I must endure imprisonment,
I mean,
so be it.
it's kind of for everyone else's safety, though. Alrighty. We are indeed back on the Spear of Adun, and apparently we are in the Solar Core. Okay. And that brings us to our good old pal, Karax. What is going on, sir?
Look here, Hierarch. This material self-regenerates. It is no wonder the research of the Terrans claimed it to be from a recent epoch. My projections place it at several billion years old, if not more.
Zerathul's vision said that this keystone can guide us unto hope. What do you think it means?
Yes, guide us. It is a code wanting to be cracked. The keystone seems to be able to manipulate energies, but that may not be its sole purpose. I believe it stores its origin point within.
Its origin point?
Yes, I promise you, I will find out how this will lead us to the Xel'Naga.
Redouble your efforts, Karax. There is little time.
So, during Wings of Liberty, we collected all of the different parts of the Xel'Naga Keystone. Then, of course, we used it against the Queen of Blades to return her to her human form. And then we found out as well, during the Zerathul missions, during the Prophecy missions, that the Queen of Blades was really the only way for us to save the universe. So right now, Karax is telling us that... Whoa, look at that. Oh, he's got 3 extra arms. I thought he had only 2. Anyways, apparently Karax is telling us that we may very well be able to find the Xel'Naga themselves using this keystone. Alright. Well, before we jump into the next mission, let us have a look at the core interface, because I got more Solarite. Yeah, so I've decided to reset the points, and apparently I currently have 55 Solarite available. That means that I can actually unlock the tier 3 ones over here if I want to. So first off, we have warp-in reinforcements. Quickly warps in a pylon with 2 melee warriors and 2 ranged warriors to any visible location. Okay, so that's for 75 energy, we get 2, I guess we get a pylon, 2 zealots, and then 2 stalkers or 2 dragoons as well. That's not actually that bad, although I do prefer Chrono Surge quite a bit, just because of that early game economy. Now we have the Solar Lance as well, strafes the target area with powerful laser beams. Fires 3 beams, dealing 200 damage with each beam. I'm pretty sure this is the one that we have in co-op as well. I do want to mess around with the Chrono Surge a little while longer, but just because I want to kind of give all of the different options a try, I think I want to jump into Warp In Reinforcements. Ooh, I love that. Just so we can warp in some units a little bit easier, and Chrono Surge is probably going to be the better choice, but let's just give it a try, see how it goes. And then I guess I'll also get some of the construction time reduction just because we can. Wonderful. Well, I guess we can check out Rohana. How are you feeling?
I abandoned everything I knew to study and serve the Kala. I will not forsake my vows. Even now.
That's what you get for making fun of another grown man's orifice. I don't think I've ever said those words in that order before. Anyways. Maybe nobody has ever said those words.
Assault units can now be added to our army hierarchy.
Alright, so of course I did unlock the Immortal as well. We found out that Immortals are absolutely phenomenal against the hybrid. Let's have a look. I can pick up the Immortal with the damage barrier from Auir. And apparently now it also has improved barrier, although I don't think it had that in the previous one, but it increases the amount of damage absorbed by the barrier by 100%. That is very solid, and now we also have the Annihilator. Oof. Shadow Cannon deals heavy damage to enemy ground and air units. Alright, so this is an activated ability. No, you know what? I'm actually gonna stick on the Immortal for the time being. I gotta say, I'm also a very big fan of the way that the Spinny Spin Whirlwind ability worked out in that previous mission. And I do think I want to go back to the Dragoon right now, just because, you know, now we have all the shields of Auir right over here, right? We're playing full Auir warrior. Anyway, while any willing Templar can volunteer to be made into a Dragoon, only the most revered heroes are now selected to become immortals. Each one is built with heavily reinforced shielding that would be impractical for mass production. Ah, okay, very cool. Like the little bits of information that we get from this as well. Anyway, let's head on back to the bridge. Raynor, what's up?
Hey there.
Oh no, sorry.
Your Royalness? Man, this is weird. I've never talked to no Protoss before. Hey.
If I have learned one thing from your commander Raynor, it is that we are not so different, Rory Swan. Continue your report.
Right. So, the artifact, the keystone thingy's all yours. We're in the middle of transmitting all our data to your engineer.
You have my thanks. Please relay my appreciation to Commander Raynor.
Hey, you got it, Skippy.
Skippy?
Good old Rory Swan. He's probably about as awkward as I am. Or at least he used to be. Lowko on his very first date basically went kind of like Rory Swan just did. Anyways, let's have a look at the Celestial Array. Ooh, we can now head to Glacius as well. What is this?
Zeratul, old friend. I have the keystone you believed would lead to our salvation. And yet, faith alone will not defeat Amon. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology.
Okay. So we can head on out to Glacius then. Apparently we will also unlock the sentry there. I'm actually kind of tempted to head on over here. Although Shakuras obviously is going to be a great choice as well.
The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
Alright, so we can head on out to Shakuras or we can go to Glacius. It's kind of hard to say, really. You know what? Let's head on out to Shakuras first, just because it makes sense. It was one of the two planets we could go to initially as well. Apparently, there are 194 million Protoss on Shakuras? I actually did not quite realize how many there were over here. Okay. Anyways, orbital period 2.1 cycles and natural satellites is 2. Can we actually see those anywhere? I don't think so. Anyways, apparently we will unlock the Dark Templar as well as the Kaideran Monolith over here. One of the static defense structures that I will probably not make all too much of just because it's static defense. And we all kind of know that Lowko is kind of allergic to it. I don't make nearly enough static defense. In particular when I can warp in reinforcements.
Shakarus is overrun. Loss of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate linking this world to Auir has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
Alrighty, so here we are, away from the Terran world, but a little bit closer to the Protoss of Shakarus. So apparently, the warp gate has been reopened. So essentially, Amon can just, you know, move his units from Auir all the way to Shakurus in just a moment's notice. Let's have a look at the communicator.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Auir when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
The planet
Amon
fell.
used the collar to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me.
Oh, and you killed Zeratul.
Powerless against
Don't
it.
forget that.
Zeratul found me. It was there that he
Got obliterated?
Yes.
He tried to free me. And he succeeded at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted.
Alrighty. So thank you very much, Vorazun, for that information there as well about Shakurus. Apparently, I thought Artanis was gonna wiggle his way around these kind of conversations, but he did admit right there to essentially being the one that slew Zeratul.
Artanis, you are more than welcome.
Oh, thank you, Carix. Thank you.
I've been trying to isolate the major population centers in need of evacuation. The Zerg signatures far outnumber those of the Protoss, but most of the survivors seem to have gathered within Talametros.
There must be Nerazim phase-smiths you know among them. Those who stayed behind.
I am not seeing any Protoss life signs from within the engineering base, Hierarch.
Then they have met their fate.
Or perhaps they fought their way to safety. The Dark Templar do not follow our caste system. Some of their faithsmiths are trained warriors, skilled as any of ours.
That does give them an advantage I had not realized. But then, our people are very different.
Of course, Hierarch.
Okay. Let's see if maybe there's a conversation here with Rohana. Apparently there is. Don't you dare mention my orifice.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Whoa.
Much has changed
Whoa.
since your era, Preserver.
First you consort with those Terrans, and now the Fallen Ones? It is heresy. You must know this.
The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of Strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its
Get him.
turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
Look, I've got a bit of a feeling, guys, that even though she doesn't have a nose, just like Isha, The Isha nose of the Legacy of the Void campaign is gonna be the orifice of Rohana. I'm sorry, I'm like 12 years old when it comes to these kind of jokes. Anyways, Celestial Array, let's have a look. Why is there no sound effect for that?
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Talametros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch.
Alrighty, so we get 25 Solarite actually here in total. Let's make the Zerg infestation dance. Yeah, hostile dancing detected. So the warp conduit is currently active. And I will be able to unlock the Dark Templar over here during this mission. Free all Protoss launch base before the last Void Thresher appears in the Amon's Reach on normal difficulty. Well, we're not going to be playing normal, we will be jumping into the brutal difficulty, which has been selected, so I think it's time to launch.
Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Talametros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
Alrighty, so here we are. Now, of course, I do want to make sure that I complete the bonus objectives here as well. I could get some more Solarite if I'm not mistaken.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle.
Okay.
They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
Very good. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Dark Templar can be used quite comfortably in the campaign as like a fighting unit for your army. In multiplayer, they're usually more or less like a unit with a supply, like a surprise element to them. They can definitely do a lot of detection, but usually forces will be going around with some detection at least. What's this?
These vaults hold the Solarite reserves that power Talametros.
Oh.
You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
So that's the bonus objective?
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. A Void Thrasher.
I remember you from co-op.
By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Let's get it.
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar.
I wonder if I can already warp in one of those pylons. Yeah, I can.
Indeed. Completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve
Look
the
at that.
Spear of Adun's power. There are 2 vaults left in the city.
Okay, that's really cool, actually. The fact that we can just warp in units like that. That's actually really strong, though. You get 1 pylon as well as 2 ranged warriors and 2 melee warriors for 75
Thrasher
damage.
is slain.
It's not bad.
But it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
Alright. Let me go ahead and check real quick if maybe I can do anything useful here with... Well, there's detection there. With my Dark Templar. Since I do have access to my robo units as well... Well, this works.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark
No, bad idea.
First.
Mistakes were made. I was hoping I could nuke it down really quickly, but turns out none of these are Zeratul. Too soon, by the way. Anyway, I'm now capable of obviously getting the robotics facility here and then some immortals as well. Sadly, won't have my my quick chrono search. I'm assuming, by the way, there's gonna be detection pretty much everywhere. Oh, that's them over there. Okay. Obviously, I could take these units as well. Yeah, there we go. Let us just play safely, though. I don't really want to take any unnecessary risks. Hello.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
That was the Zerg that was attacking our nexus point. 3 roaches. Pathetic attempt, man. It's clearly noticeable that Amon doesn't really know how to macro with the swarm. Alright, so there's some overseer and whatnot over there too. There is an expansion that I can take over here. I would actually really like to have that. If at all possible. Maybe I should just get more Dark Templar. And maybe something to shut down the overseer in the air. If I could kill that, I would have a very easy time making our way through this, but... I really do like this warp window. That's actually really strong. Like, it's a really powerful cooldown in the early game. Don't know if it's better than Chrono Surge, but I definitely can see its value. Let's get another pylon out, and let's start up another Immortal. Now, I still don't really have anything to drop my gas into. Later on, we should be able to get access to Archon. We're probably going to be getting access to, of course, the Sentry. Oh, another Void Thrasher is up there. Okay.
A second Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
Okay. Got the Immortal here as well now. The Sentry is going to make things way easier, too. Trying to have him power down these units real quick. And I think that then everything is going to be a little bit more straightforward. So far, so good. Yeah, I gotta be careful here. The Zerg apparently are also getting us some of these Nidus worms. There we go. Gonna have to micro against those two.
This would be an opportune moment
Oh, hey.
to clear the launch bays.
Alright. So this is one of the launch bays. Alright, yeah, so we have to clear all 4 of those. There's 4 all over the map. Cool. Very straightforward. That's gonna be me done as far as my workers go.
Matriarch Vorazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
Actually, this is really nice. I quite like that. It's much better than the Warp and Pylon one for sure. The fact that we can just sort of use them as like staging points as well from where we go. Oh, look at that. There's the evacuation ship. That's really cool. Is really convenient. I guess that doesn't really grant you a lot of supply though. Let me get the shield upgrade here too. And I probably want to get some more gateways. Probably like, I don't know, 4 gates or so. Hey. Not cool, dude. If I can, I would like to grab myself the area of effect of those spinning zealots, though, is insane. But I would like to get myself the expansion here, too. I do think that would be super helpful to have. Let us push over in this direction next. Don't know if I need the expansion necessarily, but... There we go. Just trying to power our way through. I'll actually start... a couple more probes up here too. So I can re-rally them over towards this base. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to really mine off of this one though, because this could technically be one of the very first missions you play in the campaign, right? So I'm assuming that you probably aren't really supposed to have the expansion over here. Don't know exactly if that means that we're gonna be fighting a lot of enemies or what exactly the deal is, but... There we go. And there's another one.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
I know what must be done, Vorazun. We've got 4,500 HP remaining on the warp conduit, which we can see right over there. Are we in any rush? Guess we aren't very worried about it, but I can't really take my sweet time either. There we go. Whew. I don't even know if it's worth getting getting the second one. Orbital strike is pretty nice, but okay. There we go.
Should buy the conduit more time.
Very good. Let's get some more of those out, and I'm also gonna add on some additional gateways at this point. Let's go 6 gates, or 5 gates rather, and a robotics facility. That should do. Can't get +2 just yet, but we can grab ourselves a little bit more right over here. I haven't found any of the other Solarite reserves yet, which is a little bit disappointing. Can I even get this base? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. That's a little sad. I mean, the creep is not dissipating, is it? It is kind of. Just really slowly.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done.
Oh god.
Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
From the shadows, I come.
That is not ideal. Just lost one of my immortals for practically free there too. Alright. Yeah, that was really unfortunate there. Not quite what I had anticipated. At least I made some extra probes, I suppose. Alright. Well, at the very least, we got the second one here taken care of as well, which is nice. And I guess we'll be heading over towards this direction down here next. Yeah, I think I should just warp in reinforcements instead. It's pretty cost efficient as well, obviously. So, orbital strike is gonna be good in like these moments where I'm not really prepared for the aggression. Okay. Get another immortal out. And it looks like this is gonna be another one of the warp bays right over here. More Dark Templar, obviously, never a bad idea. Oh wow, it literally appears right over here. We can spawn kill it. I'm sorry, bud.
Sent another Void Thrasher against
Get it.
us. Slay it before the conduit falls.
Immortals, man.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
Can I morph in? No, I cannot morph in Dark Archon. That would be pretty cool, but no. Where's the bonus objective though? I'm not sure where they are. I would like to get that achievement too, if I can. It's not really a high priority, but this is the third one of the launch base. Could grab the X-Bow.
Purge the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Not gonna worry about the launch bay, or rather about the expansion. I don't think I really need it at this point. Ooh, hello. Warp in the middle of combat with a pylon as well. I feel like the legacy of the Void cinematic right now. The trailer. It must be over here somewhere, right? Very good. Oh, there we go. Very nice. It's the second one of the bonus objectives. I'm assuming actually the last one is then going to be over here somewhere. Actually, that may very... Yeah, I think that's actually it. Let's just attack move over in that area. This might actually be the bonus objective. I was probably standing right next to it, but I didn't realize it. Let's make some static defense too. Can I make... no, I cannot make any of the monoliths. There we go. So just in case it's going to be another run by the time that I'm moving on the other side of the map. This should be a pretty convenient way of dealing with it. There we go. I think that's it, actually. Is it? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, well, it is very nearby. Okay, good thing that I did decide to go back up here. Should be able to go towards this final objective point quite confidently over here, too. With that third one also taken care of. By the way, the map is absolutely gorgeous.
The last solarite reserve now.
Yeah,
the solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
Oh hey, one immortal coming in from the back. Actually, no, I cannot walk over there. I have to go all the way around. Yeah, I definitely took the wrong route, but it's okay. That means we're gonna have a little bit of a bigger army than we are likely supposed to have at this point. But it's okay. Oh, there's a Void Thrasher all the way in the back, and I'm not even remotely close.
Another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
I should have done that initially. Would have been way stronger. Alright, so here's my army coming up. Let's get him up to the high ground. Is this one stuck? That one... that one zealot is stuck. Imagine warping in from another planet only to find out you're stuck behind a pylon. Probably a worse day. Or the worst day in the life of a Protoss there. If I would have actually gone straight over here, I think I could have actually killed this one right when it spawned. Or I probably could have finished the mission before this one spawned, rather. Look at the Immortal just simply going through these Ultralisk. That's so sick. They deal a stupid amount of damage. You know what? Just attack move. Yeah, there you go.
Well done, brave warriors. Amon's Thrashers are no match for the Templar.
There we go. Alright. Is there still something up onto this high ground as well? I guess we can have a peek. I kind of want to have a peek. This is a Zerg base up here, I guess. Don't think I'm supposed to go over there, but... Do you think there's any benefit in me doing so? Other than, obviously looking really badass, right? Is anyone impressed? Anyone impressed with my capabilities of attack moving towards this spawning pool and these ultralisks and, you know. I guess we're essentially BMing Amon. If I could drop mules, I would do it right now. There we go. Gotta do that sound effect, obviously. Alright, so he did pick a nice little location though. Right, not gonna lie, this does look like a really beautiful city. I love the way they've, by the way, differentiated the Nerazim in Legacy of the Void, or I guess in StarCraft 2 in general, compared to StarCraft 1. I mean, there's no denying that Shakuras and whatnot was obviously part of StarCraft 1 as well, but they seemed very similar in a way. Like the color theme of these units from the Dark Templar are very different. It's very pretty. I like it. Anyways, here we go. Let us destroy the constriction here on top of that launch bay. And that should be game.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it.
Very good. Launch bay? More like launch bay. Okay, I tried. Sadly did not get the achievement right there, but I'm definitely gonna complete that one over at the live stream. In case you're unfamiliar, I stream Monday through Saturday, 2 to 8 p.m. CEST. So that's my standard time right now. I've been doing that one for probably like a year and a half or so. Well, I used to stream a little bit later, but I usually stream 6 hours a day, Monday through Saturday. So in case you're interested, that's twitch.tv/LowkoTV. But for now, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. Special thanks to all of the Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for directly supporting the channel. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile alright, and I'll see you in the next one.